and welcome to the Sach Palobra Media. I'm going to talk to you about the game which happened at the Etihad yesterday. Chelsea lost 6-0 to Manchester City at the Etihad yesterday. And frankly speaking, it's a very depressing defeat. And, you know, it. I'm just fed up of this team at the moment. And these players, they have done the same thing to three different managers: Jose Mourinho, Antonio Conte, and now Mauricio Sarri. Fed up of the players. These core group of players have not got an elite mentality. They've not got the mentality to compete at the highest level. We have no leaders in the dressing room. You know, when that core left that team of, John Terry, Didier Drogba, Frank Lampard, Michael Ballack, and all the rest of the other players like, Branislav Ivanovic even, and Petr Cech and Ashley Cole. This whole mentality surrounding the team just disintegrated completely. And now it looks like the players are going to win anyway because Sarri could be sacked after this result, or he could be sacked at the end of the season. And in order to have a long-term plan at this club, the club needs to forget about short-term losses. This is a very damaging defeat, don't get me wrong, but at this point of time, we really, really need a long-term plan, and we need to completely revitalize the core of this team and get in a new core, some new core members because it will not work out like that. This team is regressing day by day. At the start of the season, like it looked like we were going to challenge for the title, and it has quickly disintegrated after December. Sarri has not even won the Premier League yet, and everything is going to shit in February already. At least before Jose won the league, Conte won the league. Sarri is more like, yeah, skip the title winning step and move on to the implosion already. Have you seen a person who is so calm but is so mad? That's how I feel right now. Because there is nothing left to rant about. There's nothing as in a very angry way. There's no point shouting in front of a camera about how shit we are, because from time to time we are just doing some absolute nonsense. Like from one season we go and challenge for the title, and we even win it, and the next season we just capitulate completely. I mean, a lot of players are responsible for downing tools. I don't know who are the members who instigate this and decide not to play for the manager, or decide that they just won't give it their all, but they'll give it 70 to 80%. But and that's really what's happening. Sari has broken very dubious records since he has joined the club. I mean, he has an aesthetically playing style, but I mean, at the moment, it's not really visible. At the start of the season, when we played against Huddersfield, when we played against Arsenal, it was very visible. We could see the players playing that free flowing style of football, and now it's like It's completely gone. It's disintegrated. It's and Manchester City. All credit to them. They made it look so easy. Pep Guardiola, whatever you say about him, he has spent 500 million, he has spent half a billion dollars, 600 million, whatever money he has spent. But that guy has brought in the right players to fit in the system, and he has brought in the players which will help them win it. And Chelsea are just absolutely buying random players out of nowhere, and they just which don't even fit the team. You know, in the last 2 years, they've squandered so much of money that it's unbelievable. And we could have been challenged for the league already. Just imagine, instead of Bakayoko and Drinkwater, if they bought somebody, bought somebody like a Tony Cruz or something, or players like Ivan Rakitic, or like somebody elite, or Arturo Vidal for that matter. Imagine instead of let's say Antonio Rudiger, who's actually a good player, but imagine instead of him they bought Virgil van Dijk. Imagine instead of Emerson or Marcos Alonso or whoever, they bought in Alexandro or some elite left back or right back, like whatever. Like, imagine instead of Giroud or Morata, they bought an Icardi straight away as Diego Costa's replacement. This team has still not replaced Oscar, by the way. And you can see the effect. Of course, it's an attacking system, but the issue is that this team has gotten defensively worse, and we are the worst team in terms of attacking in the top 6 teams of the Premier League. And we are playing an attacking system. How do you explain that? It's mad. It's crazy. How do you explain being the worst attacking team playing an attacking system? Something is clearly wrong with the players, with the structure of this club. The apathy surrounding the club is disgusting. It's stunning. Sometimes it looks like these players don't even care at all. Okay, you talk about playing the best players in the best positions, but sometimes you need to play players who care about this club over the players who have higher ability but do not have the mentality to run through brick walls for the manager. Play players like, Ethan Ampadu or Callum Hudson-Odoi or Andreas Christensen. Even bloody Gary Cahill cares for the club, man. He has been there since 2012. He knows what the club is all about. I know that these players are a little lower in ability compared to a Rudiger or a Luis or somebody. I mean, Rudiger cares about the fans and everything, but Luis needs to be dropped. I mean, he has extremely high ability, but it's just not working, is it? Higuain's just coming in, can't even blame him. Hazard, man. Hazard, he plays sensationally in one match or a run of matches. He plays really, really sensationally. And then he just disappears. It's annoying. It's infuriating. I don't know. I mean, as far as Maurizio Sarri is concerned, yeah, a lot of people say that he shouldn't be sacked, but I mean, I feel for him. I mean, he's a very good manager. He's an honest manager. He has come from the bottom, like literally the bottom of football itself, like being a banker, and then he has just come from the bottom tier of football in the Italian league to manage Chelsea at the highest level. That's like a huge amount of respect for him. Seriously, huge amount of respect for him. But Unfortunately, he has to pay the price for everything that's happening. I feel bad that Sari probably will get sacked after this, it's this season if nothing changes. But it is a business decision, and it's just a decision which he has to pay the price for ultimately, because these players won't get sacked. These players are less likely to get sacked, you know, and there needs to be a complete overhaul of this club. There needs to be a complete overhaul at this club. Players like, Willian, Pedro, Danny Drinkwater, Ross Barkley, they all must be gone. And they need to bring in new players who suit Sari's system, or they need to get in a new manager and buy the players he wants. End of story. And unless anything improves at this club, we are not making top four. We are definitely not making top four. Thank you for watching this video. Goodbye. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe to the Seshpal Obra Media. I'm off.